The first theory is the mass distribution on Earth. You see, due to the global climate change, the ice are melting in the polar region and in the Himalayan region. So the solid ice is getting distributed as a water all over the world. So the distribution of the mass on the Earth is changing, and that will cause a little bit of unevenness in the Earth's motion around the Sun. Though it may not slow down the Earth, but it will cause enough disruption for the Earth to wobble a little bit, to move a little bit differently. The second most important thing that most of us don't even understand, that the moon is slowing down the Earth. Yes, the moon is slowing down the Earth. You see that the Earth is rotating about 1,000 miles per hour on its axis, or about 1600 kilometers per hour. So as it rotates, the water on the Earth's surface in our oceans, they're bulging out due to, you know what? Centrifugal force. And they are bulging out at the equatorial region. So at the equator, where the water is bulging out more, there is a lot of additional mass, and along comes the moon. And as soon as the moon comes, it attracts the mass at the equator. So what happens that the mass of the water that is bulging out at the equator is not rotating with the Earth's speed. It's getting slowed down. So the water is bulging out and the Earth is rotating inside the bulge of the water. Sounds weird, right? But just imagine that the whole Earth is covered with the water and the Earth is rotating inside the water. And due to this attraction of the moon, which is holding down the bulge of the water, we got different tides at different places. And the moon is also rotating around the Earth, right? It takes about 27.5 days. That means by the time the moon makes a complete circuit around the Earth rotates 27 to 28 times. So what happens as the moon is holding the water back? The rotation of the Earth and the gravitational force of the mass of the water that is trying to move ahead with the Earth's rotation is creating a drag on the moon, and the moon is speeding up. So if the moon is speeding up, they say that the orbit of the moon will increase. So the moon will go away from the Earth, the orbit will increase. How much it is increasing? So in about a year, the moon is moving away by about 3.78 centimeter away from the Earth. That is about the width of this box. So as the moon is speeding up and moving away from the Earth, at some point in time, their speed will match, and moon will be farther away from the Earth, and it will be completely tidally locked. So from one place on Earth, you can see the moon is perpetually at one place and not moving at all. And from some other place on the opposite side of the Earth, you will never see the moon again. On the other hand, as the Earth is trying to speed up the moon on the other hand is also creating a drag on the Earth. It is trying to hold on to the water of the Earth, right? The bulge at the equator. So the Earth is slowing down. So theoretically, there are mainly two causes of Earth slowing down. One is an uneven mass distribution, and second is the moon is creating an opposite drag on the Earth. So there you go. In about 200 million years, Earth will have a 25 hours a day. And in around same time, the moon will simply vanish from your night sky. And if the human species survives this 200 to 300 million years, it will be a completely different world. Stay curious, ask questions, and always keep learning. I'll see you later.